All right there. Midnight Monday. Oh, you can't get this shit on YouTube. I can be terribly grandiose. Not as much as that Stefan Molyneux, though. Crikey. Dropped in a few clips earlier. The comments went mad with character assassinations around this man's sanity. It's been brilliant. I've been tipped videos. Man, he can say some weird shit. I mean, respect to him. Respect to anyone who has a channel. This shit isn't easy. It's not like hard. It's been a long day. Wish I had a piano here I wish I had a piano and I could play it, obviously. And in moments like this, I'm struggling here. You can tell. I could just go, thanks for all the joy they're bringing. I could just, beef things up a bit. Back myself up with some audio. Be amazing, wouldn't it? Just a drop, it just be funky all of a sudden. Be talking and then go, actually. 10 points for anyone who guesses it. I'm really getting into that. Speaking of new things, 10 points for anyone who can see the subtle change in the new interior. There's bits there. Let me tell you, did I already say I've been taking myself too seriously? That was the one thing I came into this video to explain. It's been getting me down. I've been down this weekend. I got down after that fucking TV gig got cancelled. It pissed me off. I was raised. And then I was like, just proper deflated. And then I've been talking with a mate and we talk a lot about what's going on in Europe. You know, our friendship revolves around all that at the moment, which is nice because it's obviously important to us both. But we can talk to each other for hours about it, and there's not a lot of optimism left. You know, I think even just a couple of years ago, there was a sense that something was coming along, some kind of rational analysis of the situation, and people were changing their minds. But now it's like, hang on, no. The creeping hand of unrequested change is on us. I think we're well past the point of no return. I think the damage may well have been done. And that video I made about Baizhou, what the Chinese call the white left, Baizhou. And a few people in the comments were talking about this kind of like a white flight to the Orient. I've been looking into that, and a lot of people are seeing how that might happen, like the Caucasians and the Asians getting together somehow. And started looking into statistics and shit, and you know the numbers of people leaving Europe and the reasons for doing that. And it can sometimes, I'm just like, shit, man. I mean, me going to Thailand is without doubt about the destination. Ever since I went to Thailand, I thought I want to live here, and my life over the last sort of 10 years has been somehow trying to make that happen. And I think I've kind of done that now. And it's about the destination. It's about Thailand. I like the place, but weirdly, parallel to that, increasingly, it's been about getting out of England. And you know, I don't live in a bad part of England. I live in Soho. I always wanted to live here. After the first time I came here, I was about 8-9 years old. I bunked school and came up on the Red Bus Rover. 60p. Took me about 4 hours to get from my hometown to London. Takes about half hour on the train now. And I got here, and you know, I've been here for years. You know, I know this town inside out, and plenty of people and nice people, and you know, this is my home really. I feel safe here. This is what I'd call my home, more than even my hometown. But I'm finding it hard to breathe here. It just feels like there are massive things going wrong. And the only way anyone can think of, anyone who seems to have power to deal with it, is add to it with more of the same. Almost everything suffers from that. Things are reaching their limit. Maybe they've already long passed them. Maybe this is what's going on. You know, it's just crumbling now. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Sounds really pessimistic. I don't know if I'm always like this. Sometimes I have a bit of hope. But again, how much hope really? Like I say, I want to go to Thailand. I'm out of here. and you know, Thailand has got its problems, of course. Of course. I'm not like a fantasist. But I'm going to sit down on the beach and I'm just going to put my feet up. Fucking knackered. Shit, man. It's been a long life. Pina colada. I tell you, once I was out in Cambodia with my girlfriend, and I loved my girlfriend. You know, my last girlfriend, I really loved her. Still do, but you know, I was in love with her. We had a loving romance. I really gave it a go, more than I did all my others. And we're in Cambodia, and there was this old boy on the beach. He was about, I don't know, late 60s, and he had these two girls with him, 22, maybe 22, 23, maybe older, maybe younger, hard at that age. Anything under 30, I'm just, it's like, oh, hi. Anyway, can't avoid him because he's laying back on his lounger. One of them's massaging his feet. The other one's just stroking his chest. They're all cracking up. They're all having drinks. They seem to be having a laugh. It's easy work. And my missus went, oh, look at that. And I was looking at it and thinking, looks amazing. Because look, hang on a minute. I can sense. I know from experience, actually. A lot of people frown at that. But look at this. I've got no children. I don't have a family. I'm 45. It's unlikely it's going to happen. It might. I haven't written it off ever. You know, if I fell in love with someone and she was young and fertile, well, maybe it's time. But it hasn't happened yet. Or I could arrange one in Thailand, literally, like, you know, be a nice, sexy woman. I'll cover your health insurance, put our kids through university, no problems. And, you know, we have sex and, you know, we do all the other stuff. And arrange one, just sort a couple of people out. But at the moment, I haven't got that. And weirdly, I think it'll probably stay like this. Now imagine, it's all right now. I do all right with the women. Imagine in 10 years I'll be 55. Imagine me on here in 10 years. I'm looking bad enough now. I'll have a tartan rug over my knees and a fucking climbing frame. I'll be taking fucking Viagra to make videos. Just give me that little bit of give a shit. I'm joking, of course. At 55 I won't be that. Well, who knows, maybe I will. Maybe I'll have lost a limb or something. All sorts of shit can happen. Point being, when I go back to Dartford, when I go out of London, don't see it so much around here because shit happens around here, but when I go back to Dartford, I see old men on their own whose wives have left them or died or they never married and they live in a freezing cold country. It's fucking cold here, man. You know, and people go, no, it ain't that bad. And then they always say something relative, like, well, it ain't that bad. You see what it's like in Greenland? That's proper cold. Equally, I can say, have you seen what it's like in Asia? It's fucking cold. This is cold. Heating, and we have heaters, and I have to turn I can't sleep the night with a heater on. I wake up going, and, oh no, it just feels awful. The idea that all that air just drying out. Leave a bit of fruit out overnight and watch it in the morning. It's rock hard. You can shave with it. Slice of lemon. Oh, that's how I shave. Oh, how do you get your beard like that, Mr. Daneshort? A slice of lemon. Just a slice of lemon. Anyway, those old boys, what they do? Go down the Legion for half a pint of mild and some pork scratchings. Oh, hello, Audrey. You look nice tonight. And what's England going to be like in? What's that? So, say 65. 20 years' time. What do you think it's going to be like in London in 20 years' time? No one's excited about that. Literally. Imagine with the Enlightenment, imagine the hope that everyone had around them. Those amazing times when, we were developing medicine and technology and communications and media, and, Europe was alive. The Paris, the Great Exhibition in Paris, the ones in London, oh, look at the shit we're doing. They built the Eiffel Tower just to show off what they could do with steel. Wasn't even meant to be a permanent fixture. But everyone loved it, and now it is Paris, isn't it? That amazing building. And can you just imagine? Fuck me, man. I was born way too late. Down the chemist, few grains of morphine. Just anyone. All right, mate. Yeah, no, nice one. Yeah, sure. I'll have a Mars bar and 5 grains of your finest Indian morphine, opium. Thanks. See you when I get. Imagine. Same with cocaine. Wasn't illegal. It was quite normal to have it in the bathroom. Not a problem, wasn't a problem. There was no hype surrounding it. It hadn't been turned into this mythological being that attracts kids because they're bored to death doing what they're told. Women used to jack up under the table in Victorian times. Yeah, they'd have prepared needles and they'd just be at the dinner table. Imagine they must have sat through some well boring stuff. Hello, Henry. How's life for you? How's it going? Well, it's awful, Charles. We've been sailing ships all the way around the world, and just these poor birds. That dude. I've never shot up under a dinner table. So 20 years over here, England. Imagine. Picture it. Because it's all very well analysing and stuff and talking about it, but it's actually going to happen. Unrecognisable on every level. No one was asked. No one was consulted. This was just thrown at us. All these changes were thrown at us. A whole new culture is being introduced. A culture that breeds aggressively, intentionally, religiously. It's already affecting our laws. It's affecting our behaviour. It's affecting our social life. It's affecting our media. I mean, what isn't affected by the arrival en masse of an intentionally aggressive culture? I don't mean aggressive as in hack, although there's an element of that. Of course there is. Read the fucking books. But they're aggressive about their culture is what I mean. The mosques have shot up everywhere. I think the Saudi government paid for like 200 odd to be built or some shit. And the thing is, I got plenty of... I live next door to Muslims. They're fine. We get on well. They know exactly my feelings. They're a couple of good blokes. They feel much the same. Not against immigration. I think it's been great for the economy and it's been great for our culture. Last 50 years of all those different ethnic changes to our culture, lovely, wonderful, was working well. It was working all right. This isn't that. They haven't come here to change, they've come here to change us. And I don't blame them, because that's their belief. Look, if I was in a country and I could barely afford to feed my kids and there were bombs going off and bullets going off and all sorts of shit, and I heard that if I could just get, a couple of 1,000 miles across pretty alright terrain if you're used to living in the desert, and I could probably get housed, I could probably get money, I could feed my kids and get them health care. What, you don't think I'd do that? I'd have my kids in my rucksack the day I found out. Let's go. There's a better life over there. They're not coming over to be cunts. They're not coming over to take over. They're just coming over because why the fuck wouldn't you? I don't blame any single one of them. I would do that. I am one of them. But what I do blame is our government and the people of this country for being too shit scared to say anything about it. Because you've been told not to. Anyway, so imagine being one of those 65-year-old men hobbling around a freezing cold February England. Ouch. If you haven't got the money, you're going to be out in some... You know, what skills am I going to take into old age? I've got no assets, no inheritance. I've got... So what, we're just going to be just sitting there, just getting greyer and older and more broken and fuck that cold and smashing my windows and the dog fights. Fucking hell. And every morning I have to put up a bit, the call to prayer from the fucking mega mosque that they turned Covent Garden into in the grand Reformation of 2025. No, I'm that bloke in Cambodia with those 2 girls and a pina colada, because that's my other option. There are a few others. I need somewhere I can make my little bit of money count. Right, so go somewhere like the Southeast Asia. Every pound I've got here, every dollar I've got here is worth 4 or 5 over there. Well, I've had a real laugh. I really have. Really enjoyed that. Oh, I got it off my chest. Listen, made me realise how much fun I'm having with this channel when that Sky News got hold of me. If you're watching this, Rebecca, give me that call. Hurry up and sort that out. It'd be amazing. Oh, it would be amazing. Anyway, in realising what it meant to me, thanks for watching it and supporting it. It's been... I think I flatlined at 7,500 subs though. It kind of went, it sort of went, and I was like, shit, hold tight, strap yourself in. At about 2,000 subs, it was every comment section, 2 or 3 people to go, your channel's about to BTFO. This is about to go, man. I'm so glad I got in early. Yeah. Now it's just going to be a thinning out process. Anyway, I do thank you for watching. It's nice. It's nice, man. I've had over 500,000 views. Can you imagine how long it would take me to get that doing fucking stand-up to my poxy little audiences? Now I'm going to probably put some pictures of some sexy Asian birds on because I know it pisses people off. Pete's!